What is going on, everybody? Logan here for another video, and today we are talking about a $5,000 Mustang. And I know what some of y'all are thinking. Logan, isn't that your car? Yes, it is. Well, went to a dealership here in the Woodlands, not gonna say the dealership's name, but it's just a local dealership, and they said that this 2012 Mustang GT Premium is only worth $5,000. Now, I know that there are little minor things wrong with it, which we're going to get to pretty much everything in this video that's wrong with it. But before we get to all the specifics with my car, how I even went about even getting close to trading Bubba in is I saw a 2015 F-150 King Ranch with 50,000 miles, which is actually really low miles for a truck that's going to be affordable. But a King Ranch, and it was already lifted. I saw an outside picture, just one picture of it, and I got kind of excited. It was a really good price, and it was just listed that same day. So I was thinking that maybe that dealership, since it wasn't a Ford dealership, just didn't know what they had. So I immediately called, reserved the truck, and went and looked at it that day. Well, turns out it wasn't a King Ranch. It was actually an XLT with leather seats. Had a few minor issues, and actually on the test drive, the truck messes up. I mean, I floor it from a red light, and all of a sudden I start hearing bap, 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 bap. Well, something messed up with the turbo intake tube or something with the turbocharger, and they said it was gonna be a quick fix. They can get it fixed. I was like, okay, hey, get it fixed, sure. It's not a King Ranch, but it's still an all right price. So sat down, talked to them. They looked over my car, and $5,000. That's the gist of the whole story. Now me, I was even reluctant to even go and look at the truck in the first place, but I do have a baby girl now, and you know, hey, we use the TL to get around and everything, but this is my baby. I love this car, but when I saw the King Ranch for such a good deal, I just had to at least go and look at it. And even with it being XLT with leather seats and everything, it still had the 3.5 twin turbo. It was still a pretty decent deal, not bad, but right there I was still on the line. And then when they brought me the offer for $5,000, that was just like, and that broke my heart. I was thinking, what in the world, $5,000 for this? And I mean, in a way I can understand-ish, but to me, that was a slap in the face. I mean, they brought all the paperwork out and everything. I saw the monthly payment, which wasn't exactly what I was expecting to pay, but YouTube would have more than covered that. So really, the payment wasn't an issue. It was just that car. The car I was already reluctant to split with, them only giving me $5,000 for it. And for me, I mean, I had time to think. I told them, hey, you know, give me some time to think. Went home, thought about it, and now I'm keeping them. There is no way that I'm selling this car, and I am just going to fix them up, fix all the small things wrong with them, and have this beast running good and perfect again. Now, mechanically, the car is good. The engine, transmission, everything runs good. Now, I do have some miles. So there's 120,000 miles, so it has miles, but it has a Coyote engine. It's a reliable engine, and I haven't had any engine or transmission issues, minus the molded lead frame, which I was fixed 3 or 4 years ago. No issue since. And not only am I just fixing the car up, I'm gonna soup it up. I'm gonna make it everything that I want it to be. This thing's almost paid off. I mean, it's right there being close to paid off. So, I mean, for me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I was initially thinking, hey, oh my gosh, my neighbor's dogs, I know you can barely see them. They're way over there in that corner. They're just staring at me. But initially, when I brought my car to the dealership, I was thinking, hey, I can get a good deal. But with my car almost being paid off, I can just go out and buy a truck. I mean, there's no big issue with that. But now I'm gonna have my car, and then I'll have my truck along with it. But enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get into all the issues that make this right here a $5,000 Mustang. And honestly, there isn't a ton wrong with my car. I know that there's some cosmetic issues, like right here on the hood. The previous owner before me, he had this little stripe right there, and it just, I don't know what happened. I took them off. It looked normal, left some kind of residue, but as time goes on, it looks like it's just destroying this hood. You can see all the fiberglass coming up. So a new hood is in the future, but for the time being, what I'm going to do is they have these little, $30, $40 strips, pretty much the same strips I took off already. I'm just going to put them back on. That'll cover that issue. One major issue, which I think is the biggest thing that took away from the price of my car, is right over here. When I hydroplaned about 3 years ago, kind of messed up the front of my car. right here. That's one thing that probably took away from the car a lot. They probably saw that and thought, oh my gosh, frame damage, which I already have an appointment to go and get this fixed. I'm getting it fixed within the next 2 weeks. So no more little tiny, you know, like the gap isn't even down here. It's a little bit bigger up there. So the body lines will be fixed. It's just it's not the actual frame that's messed up. It's one of the supports right behind there that kind of got shoved a little bit as soon as I hit the wall. But that issue will be fixed. The headlights, that is another issue. This is the headlight I actually bought from somebody because the headlight, my old headlight, was just completely destroyed. It's definitely shows its sign of age. The other headlight over here isn't as bad still. So. And one thing I thought was kind of funny was after they were done looking at my car, my little mesh insert I made right here was pushed in. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna get another grill altogether. They opened up their car door on me right here. I used the wrong color paint and tried to cover that a few years ago. I mean, it's not crazy noticeable from a distance, but it's there still. So another thing I have to fix, my calipers where I painted them, I painted them 5 years ago, so they are all kind of chipped. I am going to be getting new rotors altogether because these are running a little bit thin. So I'll replace the rotors, paint the calipers at the same time. That's coming in the next few weeks. I need to go ahead and update my Bubba Blue sticker. You can see how it's just chipping off. It doesn't have the same squareness that it used to have. So there's that. And then this, I know this is such a weird thing. This right here always pops up. It was actually down when they looked at my car. That always pops up. And it's down. I had to use both hands to get it down. But moving back here, spoiler. The spoiler actually isn't black. It's actually white. You can see little parts of it kind of showing through the plasti dip. My buddy Cody, he actually sent me this right here from, I think, San Antonio or Dallas. But plasti dipped it black probably 2 years ago. It's been doing good, but as you can see from right there, small little spots are chipping off here and there. I am going to be getting a GT500 spoiler just because, I've always wanted one and might as well get it now. Next up is the tail lights. As you can see, the tent I put on years ago, I think it was like 2016, that looked so good. It's all peeling up and everything. I know that's one thing that definitely took away from the price, and I would have already taken these off by now, but I know that these right here have sat in the summer heat for so long that as soon as I take it off, that adhesive just is not going to come up. So I am going to be getting new tail lights. I just haven't decided on which ones I want. They have the 2015 style, which I actually like, but I'm just undecided. But new tail lights are definitely my future. Moving over here, there is one dent over here. I don't know if you can see it in the right light. Oh, there it is right there. Came out from work one day, this big old dent being there. Annoying as hell, but I don't know what I can do. I'll see if I can pull that out. That'd be the best case scenario, but we'll see what we can do with that. Definitely getting fixed though. But moving over here, the only other issues really, all the little seals all around here. I live in Texas. I keep best care of these as I can by putting those, like trim restore on it as much as I can. But this Texas heat don't care about your feelings. It will destroy your car. So new seals definitely need to be ordered. It's going to be another thing I do. But as far as the outside of my car, minus that cat on the top, that's it. The paint isn't in bad condition. I just waxed it maybe 6-7 months ago. So not just. So I do need to wax it. But as far as the outside, not bad at all. But as far as the outside, that is all of what's wrong with it. Now let's dig into the interior. There are a few things, not a lot, but there are a few things that definitely took away from the price. Now, looking on the inside, the biggest thing is my driver's seat. It's not going to be an expensive fix. I can easily do that. I'm sure it's going to cost maybe $100-200 for someone to fix it, reupholster this. But that's definitely doable, not expensive. Over here on the shifter, it's definitely showed some signs of aging. That's where the sun hits directly. But there's that right there. I'm just sure some paint or just a new shifter altogether will fix that. But as far as the interior, that's it. Honestly, I'd say it's an immaculate interior. Nothing really wrong with the inside. So there's that. And for those of you outside of Texas, and really outside the southern United States, the sun is crazy here. And just to prove that all this right here used to be blue. Now it's like this just clear-ish color. You can kind of see through it. It's just very discolored. Texas sun will do that. So pretty much to wrap everything up, all the stuff wrong with my car, the hood, that needs to be replaced, which it will come, but for the time being, I'm just gonna put those little stripes there. The headlights, I'm gonna replace those. Taillights need to replace those. Some of the seals around the car need to be fixed. The issue with the side of my car right there, I'm just gonna, I need to, actually what I'm gonna have to do is probably replace this entire fender. See if I can find a Kona blue that I can just buy from somebody. I already replaced the front bumper, the bumper cover as soon as it happened, so that's not an issue anymore. But front fender, need to replace that. The rotors and calipers, need to paint the calipers, fix the rotors, change the rotors. Little tiny body marks right there on the door, the spoiler, and then on the inside. Just need to get the driver's seat reupholstered, and then the shifter, fix that. I know that seems like a long list of stuff, but it's very simple things. All it takes is a little bit of money to do it. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me through my YouTube's email, bubbablue843@gmail. A lot of people's reached out to me and to help with sending me car parts, sending me detail stuff, me going to shows, and they'll put me like right there up front. But with my car the way it is, I definitely didn't accept any of those, the car shows. I haven't even been to a car show in about 2 years. Just because, it's like with my car, if it's not absolutely perfect, I'm not going to go. And even though some people have already told me, like, hey, I can't tell that your front bumper's messed up. To me, I can. And I just know that it's not the best condition it can be. So everything's going to get fixed. And I can't wait to bring y'all along on the journey. But before this video is done, I want y'all to hear what a $5,000 Mustang sounds like, just so y'all can hear nothing's mechanically wrong with this car. There we go. Suspension is perfect, goes over all these bumps perfectly, launches good, steering's good. I really can't complain, which is why I was just so confused that they only offered me $5,000. Maybe they just thought that I would accept their offer because I was already accepted and I wanted the truck. Not sure, but I didn't take it. And that right there concludes that drive. Everything was good, accelerated good, sounds good, and it's good that I'm finishing up this video as soon as the sun's going down because I can barely see myself. But guys, that is it for this video. Let me know what y'all think down below. Am I freaking out? Is this car only worth $5,000? Me personally, I was expecting at least $10,000, $12,000. I know it's not in the best shape, but $10,000, $12,000, they spend a couple grand to fix it, fix it up perfect. And and especially since that it's a dealership, they have their own mechanics on site, and everything would have been a lot cheaper for them. But it's whatever now. Bubba's in it for the long haul. And and one other thing, I know that the dealership would buy it for $5,000, then they'd probably sell it for $8,000, $9,000, maybe even more after they fix it up. But that's what the dealerships do. They lowball you, they hope you accept it, and they sell it, make their money. But guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I know you can barely even see my face right now, but stick along with the ride. This car is gonna be something that y'all don't even recognize here in just a few months. And I am excited. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.